Probably shouldn't have had that whiskey this morning. Breakfast.
All right.
I should be okay.
All right, Jim.
I was going to lay off the VIX 40.
So when was the first time you ran with Kenny Brown? Give us a little history of you and Kenny Brown.
Well, the first time I ran with Kenny was here. Let's see, I became editor of Muscle Mustangs in '93. That was probably '94 or '95. We came out here for the first Muscle Mustangs Kenny Brown driving school. And I think I had a '95 Mustang with all his suspension stuff on it. And then we kept doing them every year after that, a couple times too. Did them here, we did them at Watkins Glen, which was a thrill. The 1 year Watkins, I got to drive Old Blue, a real race car on a real racetrack.
Pretty cool, huh?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, just sitting there, and you know, I think that was the same event. Ken's mom came out, and she got a ride in one of the cars on track, and you know, she was pretty elderly at the time, but it's just the first time she'd ever been on a racetrack, so that was kind of interesting. We did events at Road America, which was a phenomenal time. I mean, you know, it just, Kenny and I go way back, you know, as most old men do, and it was just a lot of fun, you know, to get to see this car here today. It was really took me way back, and you know, it took me sitting in it. It was kind of like old home, but I really just had to kind of get used to everything again, because it's been a while since I've been in a real race car. And I guess my one regret is that at one point Kenny and I were talking about actually competing in this car. You know, me and Evan being the drivers and actually racing, you know, competition. But alas, things didn't work out that way. It would have been great. It would have been a lot of fun. Then we could have really seen what we're worth. We're not that great as magazine editors on how we fare with race car drivers.
Right. Go ahead. So you and Kenny go way back, you know, both on the track and as your time as editor of Muscle Mustangs and Fast Fords. What do you think about Kenny coming back now? You know, he's got his health back with him and business ready to roll.
This is good news, both for on a personal level. Obviously, we're all very concerned about Kenny, and it's great to have him back in the business. But it's good for consumers because he's so smart and he knows so much about this. He's been doing it for such a long time. You know, he's one of those guys who'll sell you what you need as opposed to what you think you need, and he won't sell you more than you need. I mean, he's conservative in that way. He never was one of those guys who was flashy or splashy. He just did the right thing. And you know, it's been a couple of years since I've seen him. I'm really looking forward to seeing him later at the thing and surprising him with Old Blue. I think that's going to be an interesting moment.
Cool.